Okay, so let's start with the pulmonary circulation and systemic circulation. First of all, you need to be very specific with the things and with the words so that you may not get confused in the examination hall. Now, pulmonary. What does the pulmonary mean? Pulmonary means the lungs. As you would have all known about this word, pulmonary means lung. So when it's about lung, then it means lung circulation. When its circulation is obviously related to heart. So it's in between the lungs and the heart, right? So how it performs, like what is the circulation? Here it's right atrium, here it's left atrium. What happens? The right atrium gives out the deoxygenated blood to the lungs. But how? Like what is that artery or vein? So obviously this is the artery and this is the pulmonary artery. Now what I do for remembering the tricks is that, okay, this is like very good tricks, okay? See, what do I do is that artery means means come, right? So I think like ki lungs is saying that blood mere paas right? So it's like that. So the lungs is saying that this pulmonary is saying that come to me. Okay, so it's like right atrium goes to the lungs through pulmonary artery, right? Now the lungs to the left atrium, which is the purified and oxygenated blood, that is through the pulmonary vein. Thing which is opposite to is go. So the lungs is saying go. So lungs say left atrium की तरफ and right atrium say lungs की तरफ is artery, right? Now systemic circulation, what does that mean? So when we have concluded here the lungs, then now the remaining portion is all about the heart and the tissue. Now how does this regulate? See, here we have right atrium, right ventricle, left atrium, left ventricle. Now what happens is that the left ventricle containing the oxygenated blood gives out or pumps out the blood to the tissues for making the energy currency, for utilizing it. But how? So this is an artery. Now here you see that the oxygenated blood is needed by the tissue. It's saying that come on to me. It's saying aja blood mere paas aja, and hence this blood is going to the tissues. So from the oxygenated blood from the left ventricle through the aorta, which is an artery, like biggest artery, is going to the tissue. Now what does the tissue do? It makes the blood deoxygenated, utilizes the oxygenated blood and makes it deoxygenated. Now this deoxygenated blood goes to the right atrium through the help of vena cava. Now as the tissue is giving up the blood, like to ja, it means it's a vein. Vena cava, vein, VV, aorta, A, artery, right? Now this vena cava, through this vena cava, the deoxygenated blood is passing from the tissue to the right atrium. But here, if you'll see, like magnified view, then you will see that there are two vena cava, that is the superior and the inferior both enters to the right atrium, but the upper body vena cava is called the superior and the lower body vena cava is called the inferior, which comes from the lower side and the upper side respectively. Okay, so that's it. Like this is the only thing which comes to the exam for the NEET. This is the basic knowledge which you should have, and I don't think so that any questions come from this part. So all the best.